Okay, this week you're going to be creating a web page, and there's a PDF file here you'll need to download. Once you download the PDF file, there's an article here discussing HTML and what it is. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hyper is the opposite of linear. It's used to, in computer programming terms, that everything moves in a linear fashion. This was before, though, say 15, 20 years ago. Now, with the advent of the World Wide Web, people can go anywhere, anytime they want to. So it's hyper, meaning they can click on a hyperlink and go anywhere they want to, whether it be a document, a video, audio file. The word text is what you will use, real honest to goodness text that you'll type in. Markup is what you will do. You'll write in plain English and then you'll mark up code, or tags is what it's called, around the text. We'll look at more of that in just a second. And then language is because they needed something to start with the word L to finish HTML. And hypertext markup Louis wouldn't work. So really, it's a plain language. And so hypertext markup language, HTML, is what you're going to be learning this week, beginnings of it anyway. For most of you, it's brand new, so we'll take it slow here. When you visit a web page or website, every website has a page past the slash that you don't see. And what I'm referring to is yahoo.com, and then put a slash index.html. It goes to the index page and then hides that index that I just typed in, .html. And so the real page that you're seeing here is actually in index.html. You don't have to type that in the web browser, because in web language you don't need to see the home page. The way the web browsers work, you do not need to see the home page in order to visit the home page. You just need to know the beginning name of the website, and there are certain pages that are called default home pages. One is index.html, index.htm, default.htm, or default.html. You click on, for instance, my site here, and go to cconkle.com. You'll notice you're not going to see the page, the landing page or the home page past the cconkle.com. You're just going to see my website. And so the actual home page, you'll notice, the user does not have to type in. And so just remember that the next time you're going to a website, that when you type in msn.com, google.com, rockvalleycollege.edu, there is always a home page past the slash at the end of that site. So the user only has to know the domain name. So HTML tags, the way it works, it's very simple. It's very logical. It reads like you do from top to bottom, left to right. And that's important to remember. HTML is written with text. What you use to set certain sections apart as bigger text, smaller text, bold text. Underlined text is a series of tags. Think of tags as commands. Let's say you want a text to be bold. You'll put a tag at the exact point where you want that bold lettering to start, and another tag where you want that bold lettering to stop. If you want to just a word to be italicized, you'll place a start italic tag at the beginning of the word and an end italic tag at the end of the word. Hopefully that's making sense so far. So the tag format, all tags, sometimes called commands, are the same. They begin with a lesser than sign, and then they end with a greater than sign. Always, no exceptions. What goes inside the lesser than and greater than sign is a tag itself. And so learning HTML is learning the different tags or commands that you want to do. So the tag for bold is the letter B, which makes sense. Here's what the tag looks like to turn the word Joe bold. So a beginning B tag and an ending B tag. So let's see what's happening. Number one, the beginning B tag, lesser than, B, greater than, is the beginning B tag for bold. Joe is a word that's being affected by the bold tag. Lesser than, slash, forward slash, B, greater than symbol, is the end bold tag. Notice exactly the same as a beginning tag, except there's a slash in front of the tag command. This is what the bold tags above produced. Joe, nice, huh? And so when you put the tags before the J and after the O, the B tag, it's going to bold the word Joe. So let's look at some questions and answers. Is the end tag for other commands simply the beginning tag with an added slash at the beginning? Yes. Will the tag show up on my page? No. As long as your commands are inside the lesser than and greater than symbol marks, a tag is used to alter the text, but the actual code is hidden from the viewer. Your bold tag uses a capital B. Do all HTML tags use capital letters? The browser really doesn't care, but in terms of tags, capital and lowercase are all equal. But I think it's a good idea for you guys to create and make a habit of when you're creating HTML tags to make all in capital letters to set them apart from your normal text. Must everything have a tag to show up on a page? No. If you just type in text, it will show up on an HTML page. It will not have any format though or any special look or feel. What if you forget to add an end tag and forget to add a slash at the end of the command? That's trouble, but easy to fix. It's obvious. It will be obvious if you have not placed an end tag when you look at the document in the browser. You just go back, add the slash, and reload it in the browser. Do all HTML tags need both a beginning and ending tag? No, there are exceptions to the rules, but let's look at ones that do require both tags before to work now. So opening and closing tags. The majority of HTML tags do require both an open and closing tag. Most are very easy to understand because a tag is obvious. Here are a few and what they do to the text that they surround. So we have bold, italic, and typewriter. And we have code, how it's used, and what it does. So let's look at bold. The code for bold is B. Here's the example code and what it does. Italic is I. Here's the example and what it does. Typewriter, TT. Here's the example with the tags and what the result is. Can you use two tags at once? Yes, you can. Just make sure you begin and end both tags. So in this example, we have a beginning bold and italic. We have an ending italic and bold. It gives a bold and italic result. B and TT, typewriter and bold, make sure you end it with TT and B. If you do use multiple tags to alter text, make a point of not getting the end tags out of order. And so in this example here, we have B, then we have TT. We have I, then I at the end, TT, and then TT here. In terms of format, the example above is not correct. The end tags are out of order in relation with the tags. So always follow this rule. Always set the beginning and end tags at the same time. Always place them on the furthest end of the item being affected. So here again is the example from above. Beginning B, ending B. Beginning I, ending I. Beginning TT, ending TT. Notice the bold tags are all the far end. Next in line is italics. Next in line is a typewriter. There are some what's called single tag commands, single tag options within HTML. You have an H* tag that gives you a horizontal reference, just a line across a page. BR tag, it's a text that gives you basically like the enter key on the keyboard in your code to wrap the text to the next line. P tag stands for paragraph. It does the exact same thing as a BR tag, except the tag skips a line and gives you an extra line there. So here we're going to write your first page. So it's important when you write your first page to begin applying just the simple tags we've learned. Every web page starts with, HTML web page starts with the tag HTML. That makes sense. You're denoting this is an HTML document in the browser when it reads it. The next tag will always be the title tag. So title or HTML, then title tag. The very top of the web pages that you view will always have a title. Like here in Yahoo, you'll notice the title tag is up here at the top. It has a Yahoo icon and the word Yahoo. So let's jump right down to the HTML. You can play around with these commands as you're typing these in to view them. Just remember that HTML reads like you do from top to bottom, left to right. It'll respond where you place the start tag and then stop where you need to place the end tag. Just make sure you have the tags within the lesser than greater than symbols. So here's a complete HTML page. Beginning HTML, ending HTML. Beginning head tag, ending head tag. Beginning title, end title. The title tags will always be in between a header of the page. Body tag, end body tag. B tag, end B tag. P tag, end P tag. I tag, and I tag. B tag, and B tag. BR tag, HR. B tag, I tag, a BR tag, an HR tag, a TT tag, and then an end body tag. So as you type this in, or as you into a notepad document, this is what it should look like. And the one tag here I want to put in here that's not in the HTML page here, I just noticed, is I want to put an NP tag here. I want this to be one paragraph here only. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do a file, save as, go to my desktop on my computer, make sure it's all files on the save as type, name it index.html, and save it. Next I'm going to go down to my desktop here and look for that index.html page. There it is. I'm going to open this page with Internet Explorer, and you might have to right click on yours as well and open with Internet Explorer. Firefox would work as well. And there is a page I just created. You'll notice the title, my first HTML page, bolding, italicized bolding, HR. And so if I wanted to change anything on this page, I could reposition my pages to where I can see what I'm doing here on both sides. And I could come up here. Notice this first line is totally bolded. It says here I can write italicize or bold. Okay. If I wanted to get rid of some space here between the bold and the HR tag, I could get rid of this BR tag here and save it. refresh the page, and you'll notice how it moves it. If I wanted to change my title tag from My First HTML, I could put my cool web page. Save that, refresh, and notice the title changes. And so you can play around with the tags here. Looks like the HTML markup language will give us more information of what you're needing. Here's a whole bunch of tags that shows in here that you can go over. H1 tags, H2 tags, H3 tags, block tags, paragraph tags, listing tags, where you want to list items on a page numerically, the unordered list tags, and that one basically is just listing things on a page. And so if I was to put this into the site real quick to show you that one and save it, refresh the page. There's the first item, second paragraph of second item, and third item. And that's the UL tag. Unordered list, unordered list. And then every time you need a bulleted item, you just put the LI tag. And notice the LI tag does not have an ending tag, just a beginning tag. Okay? The other tag that you generally do not need an ending tag for, you'll see in some web pages, are the P tag. You'll notice this one does not have an end tag for the P paragraph. Okay, once you're finished, and basically all you're required to do is what I give you here to put into HTML and save it to make sure it works. Once you're finished, make sure that you've typed the HTML code above. Do a file save as. Make sure the name is index.html. Save as all types. Save as type is all files. And so I'll do that one more time to make sure you got it. Make sure save as type is all files. And then you'll do the index.html. Save it. And in order to view it in a web browser, you can view it in IE or in Firefox. This is an IE page. Let's see what it looks like in Firefox. I would suggest right-clicking on the page on your desktop. Upload this into week 13, where it says week 13, create a web page. You're going to submit the HTML file below and attach it. Put your full name in the title. Attach the HTML file here by clicking on this button and submit it. And then finally, also for week 13, you do have a discussion on week 13, which is, does this week's assignment pique your interest in developing web pages? So just be honest. If you'd like to pursue, say, yeah, I'd love to pursue it further. We do have other courses here on campus, a Web 101 course, a PHP development course that I teach, and then also we have ASP.NET courses as well. So if you have any questions on future developments web page courses, just give me an email. I'll be more glad to help you. Have a great week.